Good evening everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. My name is Kelly and welcome to my Sydney Marathon 2025 vlog. Guys, I'm so happy. It's been officially 3 days since the marathon. I'm actually in my marathon top and you've actually caught me with not wearing my Sydney Marathon medal. It's maybe the very first time I've taken it off in the 3 days. I've been wearing it everywhere. I wore it to work, I've been sleeping in it. I'm just obsessed. Like I was with London, I have not taken that medal off. I'm so bloody obsessed with this achievement. I can't even. Today, I have prepared my Sydney Marathon vlog. And if you followed me on TikTok or some of the shorts that I post on YouTube, you'll have seen some of the short form content. But of course, I'm also gonna do a big long form content, which is my YouTube video. It's the thing that I most love. Obviously, as you're running, it is a bit hard to film. And you'll see that as time ticks on, as the kilometers tick on, the tighter I got, the less content I did film, but I am gonna let it all play out for you. I want you to all just enjoy it. You'll get to see some of what I saw on the day running the 42.2 kilometers around the streets of Sydney. I haven't added too much extra into this. I wanted you to see just some of the actual raw content, get kind of the vibe, the atmosphere, and also see just how much I was actually enjoying myself. Like, you will see throughout this that yes, I was tired, yes, I was struggling, but generally, the vibes were so high. Unlike London, I was so happy throughout the entire race. Despite the fact that I was dying at points, I was genuinely just having the best time. And once you've watched it all, I'm going to give a little bit of a recap at the end of my experience. So if you want to hear a bit more of the commentary side of things, please stick around to the end. Please enjoy. And don't forget, if you enjoyed, to hit the subscribe button, because this isn't the only race we've got coming up. That's right. Stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy. Morning everyone, happy Sydney Marathon Day. I'm in the assembly area with a million other people. Just been to the Portaloos, which were delightful, and getting ready to line up and get going. Wish me luck. 'First little downhill bit before we go uphill. At 6 kilometers. Seven K's down. We're down 16 k's. Get past halfway. I'm getting tired, but we're okay. Good job, guys! You're doing so kilometers down. We're going. We're going. All right, 36 k's in and we're sending it on the downhill. School. Oh, my headphone's dying at 40 kilometers. Oh. Last kilometer. Oh, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Oh my God, friends!
Congratulations to all our 7 stars.
That's just one if you want, but yeah, this is a we've already come up with this plan.
And that, my friends, was my race day vlog. So now let's talk about the race. Let's talk about it. Let's hear from the athlete herself, if you will. Obviously, as you saw, it was a bloody early start. I chose to do a bit of an earlier start so I could wake up slowly, eat breakfast, let breakfast go down. Yeah, I think that was a really good idea. I was so bloody nervous race day morning. All went smoothly, got there. Everyone's chatting, everyone's good vibes on the way in. When I got there, I was chatting to another girl on the way up. And my God, as you would have seen in the footage, there was a bloody hill like this to get up to the oval where we had to meet. And all of us were like, what the actual hell? Like, this is so unfair. Getting cattled in, it was actually a bit frustrating. I was pretty happy when I got there thinking like, wow, they're really well organized. But I actually don't think that was the case. It was very confusing because I, like many other people, were like, I need to use the bathroom and do a bit of a nervous wee, poo, whatever it is. And I was wandering around trying to find the portaloos. Like, I could see them, but I couldn't see how you got to them. The way it works, also, if you hear background noise, my cat's eating dinner. But the way you had to get to the portaloos was you had to get into the assembly area, and they weren't letting everyone into the assembly area. They were letting certain groups through. Of course, my group, the back of the pack group, was not allowed to go in yet. So all of us kind of waiting there, and it was very confusing. We're all squished in. And of course, people obviously had the same idea. And we're like, well, how do I get in? And would get to the front and then be told that they couldn't be let in. So everyone was just getting more and more squished together, waiting to be let in. What I will say, a little fun thing for me was when I was waiting, I ended up being squished to someone I recognize, which is another YouTuber called Kathleen, I think her name is, who I really like and who was also racing. So I got to have a bit of a chat with her, which was nice, before we got let in. And then once we were in, it felt very long. The part that's kind of the hardest as well was before you start, you just feel like you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're seeing everyone else go, and you just know we're all standing there chatting, like, oh my goodness, the elites are probably almost done and we haven't even bloody got started yet. That's always a fun bit. Anyway, then we got started, all kicked off. As you saw, vibes were really bloody high. What I will say is you will have seen at about 5Ks, I hit a hill, and I knew that I was not gonna run up that hill. It was, again, like this, but it's very short. It's a very short hill. And I know people were thinking like, wow, you're walking at 5Ks in, but I just knew, I was like, I'm not gonna gas myself on this hill early, get my legs tired and sore and get out of breath on one little hill. And what I'd learned from my 30K run a few weeks ago, and I spoke about in that video, is just taking my time and knowing that I can make that time back up later in the race. Because a lot of the hills in Sydney, particularly where the course is, when they come up, they go down pretty quickly after. So I just knew that I wasn't going to stress about, oh no, well, if I walk now, I'm losing time, blah, 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 blah. I knew that I was going to make that time back up very quickly. And if you guys remember, when I agreed to do Sydney, because Sydney wasn't one that I was planning to do, it just kind of happened when I got the ballot, which I'm very thankful for. I wanted to just have fun. I didn't go in with a time goal per se. Like I had a little cheeky goal with Finn about sort of what I wanted to do, and that was really just improve my London time. But my main thing was I just wanted to enjoy the experience and have so much fun. That is exactly what I did. The thing I'd say that I didn't enjoy about Sydney was the middle of the course, which is where I got pretty much no content because it was so boring. If you know Sydney or you're from Sydney, the middle of the course from about 14Ks, 15Ks to about the 30K mark was running in the east on Anzac Parade. And whilst that part of the course was flat, the sun was blurring down at this point. There's less support crowd around. So you're very much on your own going, oh my God, when will this end? So that was probably my least favorite part, less so than the hills. My highlights of the race were definitely having friends, family, all that support. Like that just meant the world to me. So at the start, it was in Piedmont, seeing my boyfriend and his family. So they were the support crew at the start. And then by the end of the race, my boyfriend again and some other friends met up. And just as you will have seen, the girls were running alongside me at the end bit. That just, oh my God, that spurred me along. I first bumped into them, I'd say at 36Ks. And that like when I saw them, that really just gave me what I needed. Like I'd say I was probably hitting the pain cave wall at that point, and I was feeling a little bit like, oh, just not as happy as I was. So when I saw them, I was like, yes, like it honestly just gave me that second boost that I needed. And then again, at that last little bit, running down the hill, oh my God, I was acting like a maniac. I was having the best bloody time. So I was so happy. Other highlight, Oxford Street, drag queen singing, having a blast. I was running along using my emotional support water bottle as a microphone. Yeah, so the support, just the general crowd support as well around the city, that was phenomenal. It was lacking in the middle of the course, as I said, but around the city, that was amazing. And then, yeah, Opera House finish was great. What I want to say is I am very, very happy. I did end up walking away with a PB. So it shaved maybe like 30 minutes off my time of London. So that was just like amazing. There was a lot more walking actually in this course than I had anticipated. Not that I didn't think I would be running the whole thing without walking breaks. Like that was never going to happen. I just thought, I don't know. I just think I thought it'd be less. But that's fine. It was fine. And now we have a great benchmark for New York. And the biggest thing is, and I said to Finn, if I was doing Sydney, I just didn't want to walk away with the feeling of feeling so afraid and jaded like I did London. Because when I finished London, don't get me wrong, it was phenomenal. I loved every minute of it, but I also hated every minute of it by the end because I wasn't feeling well. I was injured and I just walked away being like, I can't even fathom doing that distance again. And I did not want that to happen this time around. But I can say I do not have that feeling. I am a bit nervous that New York is only 8 weeks away, but I am not petrified or as jaded as I was after London. So I am just bloody thrilled. Anyway, I hope that covers what I want to say. I apologize, that is a bit of a ramble. If anyone has any questions in particular they want to know from Sydney or about New York coming up or my training or anything, please do let me know. Thank you to everyone who has been super supportive of my journey. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait to bring you guys along for New York. That's happening very, very soon. Only 8 weeks-ish away now till we do it all again. Bye guys.